Hey guys, Lauren Losing here, and as promised, I am back with my plan for getting back on track. A little bit different location today. I decided to do this video outside. The sun's already starting to go behind the trees and set, so this probably would have been a better plan earlier today, and you know, all the nature sounds are kind of starting to come out, so sorry if you can hear that and if that's distracting. I just had a couple of chipmunks chasing each other down by the water down here. But I just thought it's just such a nice day out today. I mean, it's cold. I'm wearing my North Face jacket that I got at the thrift store. But yeah, I just thought that I would do this outside. Okay, so there is going to be nothing revolutionary in here in this video. I do want to talk about doing another diet bet though, and I definitely want your input. However, your input would need to be pretty quick because no matter which diet bet I do, I would like to start it this Friday, which is October 16th. So let me get into my plan and then I will get into the diet bet after that. So I have written down my plan in my planner because it just helps me better to write things down, even though I know that these are things that I should be doing anyway. It helps me to have it written down. So I have stuff written down that I shouldn't be doing. I have stuff written down that I should be doing with food and exercise. That was just another chipmunk behind me. Okay, so first, they're going crazy. Okay, so first thing I have written down is no soda. I have never drank regular soda, but I did get back to drinking diet soda. I was drinking Diet Sprite, the off-brand, cheap one. I was drinking Diet Sprite, like a 2-liter a day. So I know that's really bad, and I like I said before, I never really believed that scientific research about diet soda basically making you eat more and making you crave more bad stuff, and that's why people were more overweight if they drank diet soda. It wasn't the actual soda that was hurting you, it was the effects of it, if that makes sense. The fact that you're drinking 0 calories isn't going to have an effect on you, but if it's making you crave things that are bad for you and then you eat those things, then that's the negative effect. Also, I mean, I know that drinking Diet Coke, I don't know about Diet Sprite, but I know that drinking Diet Coke is bad for your calcium levels, which is I have issues with anyway. So yeah, it was really because I can make myself drink water, that's fine. I have an issue with drinking, I like to drink something flavored. So what I did today was I cut up 2 lemons and 2 limes, and I just filled up a gallon pitcher of water, and that's what I'm drinking right now. And it is really good. So that is what I'm going to stick with. So next thing on the list is no white carbs, like rice, crackers, pasta. I did just have a conversation with my mom. My mother is really small, and she does not eat a lot of protein. It doesn't taste very good to her. She had chemotherapy. She had stage 3 breast cancer about 3 or 4 years ago now, and after going through chemotherapy, it just never tasted the same to her again. So she's trying to eat more proteins and stuff, but she has a lot of crackers in the house. She doesn't eat a lot of pasta at all, but my mom and dad both eat a lot of cheese and crackers, and that is one of my downfalls. I can have chocolate all around me and it will not bother me at all, but stuff like that will, and I'll eat it. So I did just have a conversation with my mom, and she said that she's going to try to reduce bringing that stuff in the house. But you know, I have to do my own part and just not eat it. So the other thing was pasta. I've been not like when I make pasta at home, I'll make my protein pasta, and I think I'm gonna make a whole video on pasta alternatives. Um, but when I'm at like Whole Foods and stuff like that, I've been grabbing like their pasta salads and stuff. Like they have, I'm gonna like salivate just talking about it. They have like an orzo Greek pasta salad that's so good that I've just been grabbing. It's so bad for you. So I just need to stop doing that. No added sugar / no candy. I got back into the habit of getting Sour Patch Kids. Like, I remember the first time I actually had candy, like real candy, after surgery, and it tasted so bad to me because it tasted so sweet. Like, the sugar in it, I could not take it. So I clearly just need to, you know, start back to... Now acorns are falling around me. Filming outside shit is dangerous. So yeah, clearly I just need to go back to basics, which is basically what this whole thing, mapping things out, like my plan is, but not like, I don't know, I guess not super, it's gonna sound pretty extreme actually, but this is, I think, a plan that can work for me. I took some time to sit down and think of a plan that would actually work for me, that wouldn't be too lax. And I'll get into like number specific things in a little bit too, like my weight goals and goals per week and stuff like that. So yeah, no added sugar / no candy. I never... Here's the thing, this is like, I don't eat anything with sugar in it unless it's like pure sugar, unless I'm eating candy. Like I watch my sugars pretty closely, so that's why I had to add in that no candy thing. Like, hello Lauren, don't be buying Sour Patch Kids, you know, when you stop to get a water at the, which, I mean, let's be honest, I was getting a Diet Coke at the, you know, convenience store. And also no eating after 8 p.m. I mentioned how I've gotten in the bad habit of basically eating my daily calories between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. And a lot of that extra calories, extra snacking happens with, I need to write something in here, hold on, happens with me, you know, laying in bed and just eating mindlessly. And a lot of that happens, I've talked about this before, but a lot of that happens after I take my sleep medication. So I have to, after I take my sleep medication, I end up like I don't know if it's like my hunger cues turn on or just my inhibitions lower, and it's almost like being drunk. Like you want to stuff everything in your face when you're drunk. That's how I feel like when I take my sleep medication too. So I need to just not eat after 8 p.m. I feel like I might even need to adjust that time to be basically like, I need to adjust that time. It probably makes more sense for me to say no eating past 7 p.m. on work nights and no eating past 8 p.m. on regular nights, just because my schedule does vary so significantly. Like, I go to bed so early on nights that I have to work the next morning, and I wake up so early that I think I probably need to adjust that time. So also what I'm writing down right now is no eating in bed. I need to make my room, again, I've tried this so many times. I think I've talked about this many times before about my struggle with keeping food out of my room. But it's just one of those things that's, it's difficult for me. It's difficult for me because I live at home with my parents, and I like my alone time, and my alone time is in my room. So but that's just one of those things that I just have to do it. So no eating in bed. These chipmunks are distracting. Okay. So things I am going to do. So protein in my AM coffee. I've done this for the past, I think, 3 or 4 days. I have those I just actually ordered a whole box of, I ordered 12 different boxes, 4 of the hot chocolate and 8 of the creamy latte or something like that. The Wonder Slim packets. So each, I'm forgetting the stats now, but anyway, they have protein in them. You can mix it with hot stuff. So so in my coffee in the morning, it's basically going to be like a protein shake. So I believe that they have 12 grams of protein per packet for the latte ones, and 12 grams of protein and 60 calories or something like that. And then the hot chocolates are 70 calories and 12 grams of protein. I might have that wrong, but I've been putting 2 packets into I have like a big 24-ounce travel mug, so I do 2 different Keurig cups in there with 2 packets, and I make it like my own little Starbucks drink. I need to write that down too. I need to write down no Starbucks. One, it is fucking expensive. You know that my favorite drink from Starbucks, when I order it the way I want it, costs me $7.33. That's excessive. So, and then also, I can't get things the way I want them at Starbucks, because even though I can get everything sugar-free, they don't have the milk or milk alternative that I would like. So I get fat-free milk, and fat-free milk still has a lot of sugar in it. So I just need to not go to Starbucks. So yeah, protein in my AM coffee, so that is like a protein shake, and that is my breakfast. So then I'm also going to make myself eat lunch every day. Lunch and dinner are both going to be protein and vegetable based. No root vegetables, so I'm not a root vegetable fan anyway, so that's not a big deal. It's actually this is one thing that's good about me. All the healthy vegetables, like I'm saying non-healthy vegetables, but you know what I mean, like carrots, I love corn, but I don't really eat it anymore, but like carrots is a root vegetable. Potatoes are a starch, but they're like a root vegetable, so those are all like higher in carbs. But I love spinach, I love Brussels sprouts, I love mushrooms, like I love the healthy vegetables. So anyway, it's going to be lean protein and vegetable based. So I will eat lunch every day, I will eat dinner every day, not come home and snack the night away, and then I will allow myself 1 snack a day, and that can be either protein based or it can be a fruit. Like maybe I want a Greek yogurt, maybe I want an apple, like I want apple picking today for the 2nd time this weekend. Maybe I baked, but I baked like a healthy something. So I baked sugar-free, low-calorie pumpkin cupcakes, not pumpkin, apple cupcakes last night, 2 nights ago. So the frosting was made with fat-free Cool Whip and fat-free cream cheese and Splenda, and then so for each one it's like 150 calories, and they're so good. So anyway, my 1 snack a day would be protein based or fruit based, or like something special, but within limit. Take my vitamins every day. I am pretty good about taking my vitamins at night. I take all my vitamins at night aside from my calciums. So I have to be better at remembering my calciums. I do carry them in my purse, and I take them when I remember to. The thing is that at work I can't set alarms because I can't be having my phone go off. So the only thing that I could do would be to take, I guess it would make the most sense to get in the habit of taking one of my calcium at lunchtime, 1 in the morning when I wake up. I have to take it 3 times a day because they're 500, so I have to take 1,500s, 1,500 total. So do you guys like how I'm talking you through this? And this video is going to be long, and I thought it was going to be short. So 1 in the morning when I get up, 1 at lunchtime, and then 1 when I leave work, and then I'd have to come up with something different when I didn't work. And then at least 100 ounces of water a day. So I got a gallon jug from the grocery store, and I'm going to hold on to that and just keep refilling it. And I'm someone who doesn't mind drinking tap water, so that works. And then for exercise, I'm gonna start slow with exercise because one, the exercise is the part where I really slack anyway. So I think it's gonna be easier for me to make these nutritional changes, and then, I mean, I would like to overhaul everything, obviously, but I'm gonna start slower with the exercise. So cardio at least 3 days per week, ideally 5. So that means coming home and going for a run, or going to the gym. And you know what, if I feel like doing nothing, at least going for like a 2-mile walk. That's like nothing. And then I have a little asterisk next to this because I'm not going to start this immediately, but ideally in the next few weeks, I would also like to start weight training at least 2 days per week, ideally 3. Okay, so that is my plan. Now I will get into the diet bet details. So I was reminded by someone on Facebook that I was going to be doing another diet bet. There are 2 different diet bets that we have the option of doing. My last diet bet was a 4-week diet bet, so that is one of the options. You have 4 weeks. So go to www.dietbet.com to research this. But I will give you the overview. You have 4 weeks to lose 4% of your body weight. There is a buy-in. I set the buy-in. And then at the end, if you have lost your 4%, then you win part of the pot. So we could do a 4-week one again, and that would start this Friday, October 16th, and end November 13th. Ideally, I would like to do 2 4 weeks. If I do this one, where you have 4 weeks to lose 4%, I would like to do 2 almost back to back, just have 1 week in between. And then that second one would be really tough and would probably have less people involved, but I think would be a really important one. It would start November 27th, which is the day after Thanksgiving, and it would end on Christmas. Where things would come into play there, obviously, is that there's so much tempting stuff around the holidays, but I think that that's important to have more accountability and have something to keep you going. I just think that, but then people are also away around the holidays, so since you have to weigh in and verify your weight, you do have like almost a full 48 hours to weigh in though, so I feel like you would be able to get on a scale maybe, but some people, you know, do travel around the holidays and might not be able to weigh themselves and verify their weight and all that stuff. And then, I mean, maybe 4% over the holidays is, that might feel like it might be unattainable for you, but anyway, so I could split it up into the 2 4-week ones, or I could do 1 12-week one, which is really what I'm leaning towards. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, but I'll tell you my drawbacks on the 12-week one also. So the 12-week one would be from this Friday, October 16th, and end January 8th. So what I like about this is that it carries you over the whole holiday season and really keeps you accountable the whole time. And that way, if you slip up a little bit, like you could kill it at first and then like go over your goal and then maybe slip up a little bit but still make it, and then you still have that whole week after New Year's to get it back into gear also. So that's what I like about it. What I don't like is it would be 12 weeks to lose 10% of your body weight, and I feel like 10% even for me. So say I weighed in, say my official weigh-in was 150, it might even be higher than that, but say it was 150, I would have 12 weeks to lose 15 pounds. That would get me down to 135 pounds. That would be fucking great. That would be great, but that's a lot of weight for me to lose at this. It's not saying it's not doable, but like, I don't know. I don't think that if I did buy in and, you know, only get down to 137, I don't think that I would feel bad. But that's what I'm basically saying about the drawback about the 12 weeks is that not as many people have 10% to lose as they do have 4% to lose. I think that people work better probably with a short-term goal with a smaller amount of weight to lose. So for me, for the 4-week plan, I would have to lose 1.5 pounds a week. I would have to lose 6 pounds each time because I'm at a low enough weight that my goal actually wouldn't change depending on where I started, even if I lost more. So I would have to lose 1.5 pounds a week in 4 weeks for each time, or I would have to lose 1.25 pounds a week for the 12 weeks to get to my goal. So we all know that it's easier to lose weight when you first start, so that's, I don't know. See where I'm going? Okay, so I'm leaning towards the 12-week plan to start this Friday. Of course, I could start next week also and do the 12-week plan, because I mean that's going to be extending over through January. But especially if I start the 4-week plan, I think I need to start Friday, because I do want to be able to do that second one that would be really tough over the holidays. But like I said, I'm saying this for the 10th time, I'm really leaning towards that 12-week plan. So let me know if you guys are interested. Let me know what you're interested in. When I do decide which diet bet I'm going to do, and for how long, and the start date and all that stuff, I will make a separate video just to announce the diet bet, and I'll give you at least 5 days in advance. Oh, should I say 5? Because if I gave you 5 days in advance, that would be tomorrow. Alright, so I'll give you as much time in advance as I could for doing the video about the diet bet. So let me know how you feel about that. Thank you everybody who has reached out to me and for commenting on my previous video. It's really meant a lot to me. I feel very loved. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm sure I have more to talk about because I'm fucking chatty tonight apparently. But this is a long enough video, so I'm going to cut it off here. So until next time.